Okay, Michael Lund coming back at you for video number 4, I believe. Right now I'm on the corner of, let's walk down this. Now, if you grew up around here, you know this as well. There used to be 2 sidewalks that split, I believe, right down here. See the one ended there. There's the old North End Appliances. There's the handicap building and the park. Of course, there was a building here where the Emerfalls lived, I believe. So you would walk down this little area right here to Rice Street, and we are at, where is that, Wyzetta. There's the old Economy store, old 7-Eleven. So I'm just going to be quiet here and walk down the street for you. Now right here, I remember it, perfect. The 7-Eleven was right over there. So right about here, I'm getting ready to get my big gulp. And I'm going to get my burrito, because that's all I would get in those days. That's what I grew up on. It was a big gulp, Doritos, and a burrito. So anyway, we're walking right here. I'm trying to gauge. There used to be a line of houses right here. And along these houses, there were the yards were up kind of high, and there was like there was a wall that we called. It was literally just called the wall. Now I'm trying to gauge exactly where that would have been. I want to say, I'm feeling it. Gosh, I want to film it right here, I'm thinking. So right about here almost, I would bet this would have been the Vision. The old sub shop right there. So I don't know. I'm saying right about here is where we probably would hang out on this wall. So right here. Now, this doesn't seem like nothing. I know. The old liquor store was right here. There's a little parking lot that went back. I'm going to gauge it out totally perfect. Now, it reminds me of a story as I walk this way. Like I said, 7-Eleven here, you would cut in. The liquor store would be about right here. And I would walk up here to the old 7-Eleven. One time I was coming out of here and I seen one of my arch enemies / fellow Rice Streeters, Lloyd Clyde. Now, he always gave me crap about the long hair, heavy metal t-shirts and stuff. There used to be a telephone right here too as well. So this is where I would call. Now you can see the marks of where it was, this phone. So right here, this is where you would make your phone calls on Rice Street. You'd hang out here, maybe you talk to some girls at 2, 3 in the morning. So, I come out of the 7-Eleven. I'm about 10 feet right behind me here. Lloyd Klein rounds the corner. Now, here's my biggest fear. I know I'm gonna get hassled. Maybe I'm gonna get punched. Maybe I'm just gonna get a smile. You never knew. Lloyd starts choking me. All of a sudden, St. Paul Police Squad pulls up right in here. Now this was a different time, and that's what was so cool about it. So the police officer jumps out. He's pissed. Of course, Lloyd releases me instantly. The police officer says, "What the hell's going on here?" And this is why it was different. I look at the police officer and I'm like, nothing. Ain't nothing happening. And I rolled on out. So, this was a big thing, because also when you knew, if you weren't in the real clique, you didn't know when you rounded this corner who would be here. It could be Eddie Silva, Lloyd, it could be another, like I said, there was a whole other batch of kids that were a little older than them, I think. And so we would sit here, and when you rounded this corner, you didn't know who you were going to bump into. And that was always scary, because you didn't know. And then also, so you'd go in, you'd get your big gulp, and then you'd walk back. Like I said, the little liquor store was right here. You'd have to walk down here, just like I'm doing. Except, of course, we're talking about 25 years ago. Maybe 30 years ago. You'd round this corner, now boom, there could be trouble. They could all be on the wall right here. And oh, good Lord, then what? Then you had to walk by them. Yeah, it's beautiful. I felt I needed to get out here and make this little film. For myself, and for anyone else who grew up around here that would maybe want to see this ever. It's 2010. So we're talking originally, I would walk these streets 1981. So that's 19 and 11. It's 30 years. How the hell did that happen? Ain't that a mother effer? So, As I walk to my van, I'm gonna bring you back. Just to walk home from school. I just, these things just keep popping into my head. Walking to school and home from school, actually, right down this road, this very sidewalk here, and singing Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. I remember it just like it was yesterday. Satan sitting there, he's smiling. That's the line I murmured. Here we go. Let's walk all the way down here, huh? This was great here because I would always check out my hair in these mirrors. I won't look now, I'll tell you that. But, oh yeah. Oh, I remember looking in these mirrors, fit my hair. Is it good? Is it all right? Times have changed. Literally, from about right here, all the way down, I'd say about right to where that Rice Street sign is, right down there. Any given Friday, Saturday night, Harley Davidson's from here to there. It was incredible. As a young kid, you would come and you'd stand right here, 12 years old, and you'd look at the lineup all the way down this road right here. All Hell's Outcasts, other bikers, etc. You'd hang out right here, 12 years old, 13 years old, and you'd feed off that energy. I also used to go in this bar and shine shoes. Ain't that something? So now, walking back, the opposite direction. Going on 6 minutes and 48 seconds now at this point. So we're going to shut this video down. We'll start it back up in a minute.